Baker and Prakash and, of course,
Prakash
Willie
require
Borland.
109.
Just to see how they were feeling coming into it. And Peter Hudson said he felt like he just had to win a couple of matches yesterday, and he was into tonight's Group B, which is, if you can't win it, it's everybody's goal, because
39.
for our new
PT require
viewers,
112.
Group B is a 5-player field with the top 3 going through, so a 60% chance of qualifying.
And if he had won another game, he would have been in Group B, because he only got the 1 win yesterday.
56.
Well, Prakash is getting the first chance of the day.
Prakash requires 70.
They have met once before, Nico. It was back in 2018 in a European Tour qualifier number 5.
30.
And it was Peter Hudson who
PT
won that
require
tie.
56.
6 legs to 2. Sure, their paths would have crossed in
Game shot in the first leg.
open
Peter
tournament
Hudson.
play, but it is Peter Hudson.
Much better.
121.
Well, Prakash will be at the PDC World Cup in a couple of weeks. And originally he was playing with Nitin Kumar, but unfortunately Nitin is unable to get a visa,
81.
which is a
PT
really
require
big blow
106.
to the man who's just won the Asian Tour in Mongolia. So he's going to play with Ahmed Galitwala.
Game
And he's
shot
gonna
in the
be 3-0
third leg.
down.
Peter Hudson.
Well, they're great competitive pressure games that get you ready for those
93.
pressure scenarios. And that's why I always say in practice, you've got to replicate the situation as closely as possible. And by just
92.
throwing at a board doesn't
PT
do
requires
that.
71.
Well, this 130 that has been left by Prakash is actually Peter's biggest finish of the week. Peter's missed 2 darts of double now, but he hasn't missed a third.
Shot. And, the match,
And that's a great
Peter
start
Hudson.
from Peter Hudson, who averages over 90 and wins for the first time this week, because his best average of the week, 91.27, was a losing average. Got 10 matches in Group C, not 15 like Group A. This has got to go in.
No
And
score.
it doesn't.
He's frustrated with himself because it was such a good leg, and he's got
Will
himself
he require 8?
in a situation where he should be nailing those doubles.
Game shot in the
Borland
second
takes
leg. Willie
advantage.
Borland.
It's almost as if you've got your spoon in your hand, you've got a dessert on the plate, and it looks amazing, and then you realise it's full of air. That's the perfect first start for Willie, because he can attack, and that is a wonderful...
174.
Anthony Dundas, a 174. That one's for you, Ant.
Yeah, we've had 180 from Kevin Painter, and well,
60.
that's a maximum for Borland.
Willie
because
requires
that's
16.
the maximum he could hit what he was aiming for. Now that's really awkward.
Through the posts, just like
Game
that.
shot in the third
And what a
leg.
dart
Willie
it is.
Borland.
Use the darts that you've got in the board to your advantage. He didn't even think about it. He just knew he could do it.
Averaging 95.65 here. In control of leg and match.
140.
Yeah, in less than a minute, he's putting himself on 41 after 9.
And as an opponent to that, you just sort of get
57.
flustered.
Willie require 41.
9 for double 16, and it will be over. And it
Game
is over.
shot.
That's a
And the
great
match,
start
Willie
from Willie
Borland.
Borland. And when you consider how he averaged when he was here last, that is a huge jump. 9-dart shootout. We haven't had one in a while.
100.
Which we are due.
Baker in front again. And that scoring power that we associate with his fast
43.
brand. It may
Scott,
just
you
be the
require 80.
separator in this one. And the fact that he's got the darts. So,
Game shot in the third leg. Scott
so
Baker.
close. I was just about to say so quick. But the fact of the matter is, my first look, I thought that was in double
Fourth leg is
50.
Philip to
That reminds me, actually, you must be really happy for Wayne Jones winning a challenge tour recently.
145.
He's still got life in the old dog yet.
Still life in Baker as well. He's on a 10. Not the first time we've seen somebody
100.
on a 10 darter this
Scott,
week.
you require
In fact, we've seen
36.
somebody on a 9. He's on 9s
Game shot on
and
the fourth
takes an
leg.
11
Scott
darter, which is
Baker.
equally the best leg of the week.
And more importantly for Baker, hits the breaker throw, giving him a 3-1 lead. Yeah, we see.
Patrick Bewlin and Eric Claris. But Scott Baker
137.
is dancing his way to a win here. We've had 2 4-1s already, and I get the feeling we're about to get another one.
60. Scott, you require
Philip has
24.
played steady, but
Game,
Baker's been
shot, and the match.
brilliant.
Scott Baker.
Simple as that. 102 the average.
You can almost see him staring at the area of the target he's aiming at. 8 for a 12.
111.
Same route for
Will he
Borland,
require
but a bull at the
161?
end.
You're going to get your barbecue sauce in at some point, Nico.
65.
Yeah, the old
PT
Ted Lasso
requires
shot.
16.
But maybe we'll get it when somebody hits a 170.
That'll be barbecue sauce with maybe
Game
a
shot
bit
on
of
the first
chili in
leg.
there.
Peter
You're
Hudson.
making me hungry, Mason.
PT
Borland
require
staying alive
88.
by scoring well. He's at 86 in this game, but Peter Hudson has gone up a level. Double 3.
Ooh, bottom of the board. Look at that face.
One of those angry bird faces that we were talking about earlier in the week.
85.
Well, he'll be angry if Borland
Will he require
pops the
126?
126.
Oh boy, that is the risk, isn't it? If you go for the barrel and try to snag the 57, if you go for the big 19,
I think you've just got to take a
102.
little bit off that shot, haven't you?
Peter, you require
Especially
3.
at 2-0 down in a race to 4.
I'm not a big fan of saying that things are unfortunate, but that was unfortunate for Willie.
1.
Hudson can't take advantage.
No, should be 3-0 up. And cruising.
Will he require
Average has
24?
tumbled from a ton down to 93.81.
Game shot in the third leg.
That
Willie
is
Borland.
a break back for Borland. In an environment sort of away from darts, and you
92.
talk about it, he will tell you quite honestly that he had a massive impact.
Everybody needs that bit of tutelage every now and again, someone to just tap you on the shoulder and say, okay.
Well, you look at Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ray Reardon. Terry Griffiths for Stephen Hendry.
44.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that
Will he
is
require
replicated
72?
in the world of golf.
Everybody needs a Mr. Miyagi in their life. Double 16.
Game shot in the
And
fifth leg. Willie
unbelievably,
Borland.
Willie Borland is in front when he was staring down the barrel of 3-0.
Not
Will
be
he
time for
require
one. If
155?
Borland can knock about this 155.
Not meant to be, but he
139.
gets the booby prize
PT
of a leave
require
on double 8, and
140.
Peter Hudson will be feeling dizzy unless he gets this. Gave it every chance and just clattered into his own barrel.
100.
I reckon 2 millimeters to the right, and
Will
that
he
is
require
snagged in.
16?
Double 8, and
Game
Borland wins
shot.
again.
And the match,
From
Willie
2-0
Borland.
down, he wins by 4 legs to 2, and in a flash, he gets to 4 points. It's why James Wade has been so great over the last 20 years, because he's completed legs at the back end.
60.
More 15s than 13s.
Prakash, you
more
require
18s than
142.
16s. Doesn't matter.
Still 5 and 6 turns.
That's a good first start. And this is actually his biggest finish ever with us. And he's got
Game
it
shot in
again.
the second leg.
And he's done it the
Prakash Jiwa.
sexy way.
Well, if Peter Satira is watching, let us know the inside
60.
track on that.
Philip,
You
you
know, he
require
shares a name with the lead singer
132.
of Chicago. That band that sang all those love songs.
I didn't know that.
Peter Cetera. And he also did Glory for Love, which is the title track to Karate Kid 2.
Yes.
54.
As soon as you mention that,
Prakash,
now I
you
know
require
exactly what you're on
100.
about.
More 20s needed, and it's 2 more we need.
80.
And he only got the 1.
Philip, you require
So
78.
Philip can do exactly what Borland did in the previous game and bring things level after 4 after being 2-0 down. Wonderful
Game
shot.
on the
That's a
fourth
classy
leg.
shot
Philip
from
Van Hasser.
Philip. Double 18.
Game
What a
shot.
display of
And the match,
finishing
Philip Van
from
Hasser.
Philip Van Gasse. That is his best performance of the week and the most emphatic because he was 2-0 down and he's won 4 straight legs for the first time. think if we were in a courtroom right now, I'd be saying, I rest my case, Your Honour.
46.
90 is still a good benchmark
Scott, you
for
require
performance at this
144.
level. But as far as Scott Baker's concerned, he's just playing better than that.
Game shot on the
And
first
that's amazing.
leg. Scott
A
Baker.
144. Was swarming on those tickets. But it was at the Bedlington Station Club, which is a stone's throw, or should I say a
50.
dart's throw, from the houses
Scott,
of
you
Callan
require
Ridds and
120.
Chris Dobie.
Well,
Game shot on the fourth
wow.
leg.
How
Scott
quick
Baker.
was that? 7-2 in favour of Baker.
Well, let's put something into perspective, shall we?
130.
Because Kevin's done something very correct there in leaving 145. Could have been 170, of course, but only once this week.
60.
Painter has averaged over
Kevin,
90.
you require
Only once.
145.
And he lost that game.
He's averaging close to 90 here. May lose this one. 89.81 currently, KP. Treble 16 for tops. Or treble 20, double 14. The smaller adjustment. I like it. Have some
Game
of that,
shot on the sixth
KP.
leg. Kevin Painter.
A 12 dart break of throw with a 1-4-5 checkout.
He was just trying to play with us.
Well, he'd love another 9 count on the 19s. It would leave
133. Scott, you require 161.
This is a game of cricket and darts. He'd be loving that treble 19. Oh, it's a bullseye shot for the match.
136.
Wow, that would have been some ending.
Kevin, you require 98.
Well, if he gets a dart at treble 19, which you will hope, can he make it 4 out of 4? He may stay there. Yeah, I don't blame him.
That was a really good try.
58.
And the fact that Painter has
Scott,
had
you
the darts
require
in this last
25.
leg and not got a shot at a double might be his downfall.
Game.
What a
shot,
game.
And a match.
What a
Scott
brilliant
Baker.
game. And even though Kevin Painter lost that, he can take a lot of credit away from it. He put everything into it. Nice sign of experience from Philip, who was staring down the barrel of a ton plus finish against him.
102.
Looked particularly...
Philip, you require 164.
Too casual.
Yeah, casual is the right word. I'm almost flummoxed as to why he was casual.
Maybe just trying to take the pressure off a bit.
Maybe.
82.
Figure out the mind of
Peter,
a
you
dart player
require
at your peril.
25.
Yeah, good luck with that. That is a minefield.
Game shot in the
That's
third
good.
leg. Peter
It's better than his
Hudson.
first leg, which was 23 darts. So I would assume that when he loses leg 4, leg
Fourth leg
5
is
will be a
Philip to throw
17 darter
first.
because I'm a
Game
big
on.
believer in sequences. The most important thing in the game right now is that he wins the
140.
leg.
Peter, you require
Doesn't matter what number
119.
it's in.
Especially now with Philip waiting on 42.
He's in recovery mode
81.
and he can't find a pulse on that
Philip, you
shot.
require 42.
Philip, to break, needs double 16. Could have been a 17 darter.
26. Peter, you require
Oh, the double
38.
16 was a wire bender.
And nobody likes a wire bender or a fender bender. But everybody likes a double 16. And that's
Game
a
shot on the
really
fifth
nice
leg.
kiss into
Peter
the 32
Hudson.
bed to give him 3-2.
Philip, you require 71.
Well, I think what brought his average down was poor finishing. But in terms of actual, in the scoring phase of
31.
games, I thought he improved.
Peter, you require 80.
Created more chances.
This is a chance.
Game.
A chance
shot,
to keep the
and a
match alive, and it's
Peter
there.
Hudson.
For Peter Hudson, who wins by 4 legs to 2.
The referees
58.
that normally have a bellowing 180, like a Russ Bray or a Kurt Bevins, they just shorten them right up.
119. Willie, you require 150.
Well, we're not going to break a minute for the first leg.
Wouldn't have been far off.
118. Scott, you require
Big ask for
141.
141, but he's had a 144. Double 12. Oh,
Game
boy,
shot on the
that
first
was
leg.
sublime
Scott
from
Baker.
Baker. Just brilliant.
Not this time.
99. Will he require 76?
Interesting.
Double 8. Chance
60.
for 3-0.
Scott, you require
It's
62.
almost pointless talking about anything else apart from the game because it's that quick. Double top. 3-0.
Game shot in the third
Right.
Just
leg.
like that.
Scott Baker.
If he can not, it just added a different dimension to the game, didn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly what Cypher said in the Matrix.
121. Scott,
Ignorance
you
is
require
bliss.
161.
Certainly in darts.
Bullseye.
136.
That was a match dart. And
Will
he
he require
could have broken it
147?
had he hit the ball.
Yeah, it would have been 5 minutes 43. That would have been a new record.
43.
Oh, so close.
Scott, you require 25.
We've had a record this week on the leg difference. He hasn't broken the fastest game, but
shot,
he was
and
so
match.
close.
Scott
He's
Baker.
actually broken 6 minutes. 5 minutes 58 for that game, and he just lagged on the record by 10 solitary seconds.
Steve Hine, that was another one we forgot. Trina Gulliver, the most capped player. 258 appearances.
93.
Won
Prakash, you require
220 of them.
138.
That's in county terms, that's absolutely ridiculous.
98.
Good approach from
Kevin, you
Prakash,
require
but
20.
Kevin's already had a double.
Game
And
shot in
takes
the
it. This
third
is
leg.
ruthless from
Kevin
Painter all of
Painter.
a sudden. His average has climbed a good 10 points.
Yeah, that was the European Tour came a couple of years after I
129.
decided to walk away, and that's one of the, I don't have too many regrets apart from not going to bed.
53.
But one of them is
Prakash, you require 40.
never experiencing that European Tour stage because wow.
Game shot in the fifth leg.
Well, that's a great leg from
Prakash,
Prakash.
Jiwa.
14 darter, and he's got the lead now, making Painter feel even worse. Should have been in front by 2 legs.
And then it's just a completely different mindset, isn't it?
Well,
Right.
95 leaves 156, which is not the worst leave.
Well,
I'd stay downstairs.
Well, he's annoyed because it looks like it's a bit of a blocker, and that's why he's had to
96.
go back up. But I agree.
Prakash, you require 129.
Or maybe he's left 155 because it's his best finish of the week. But he doesn't get a look at it
Game,
because
shot,
129
and match. Prakash,
is Prakash
Jiwa.
Jiwa getting his second best checkout of the day. And it's a 4-3 win. It's going to feel very familiar, that for Kevin Painter.
Philip, you
And
require
Gasse
160.
might need something like this to stay in this contest. That's perfect. Just didn't throw that one with enough height.
That's the dart he should
140.
have thrown.
Will he
A
require
more aggressive
120?
dart, but it's pressured the 120, and that's awkward. Wow, what an adjustment.
100. Philip, you require 20.
Genuinely thought after that second dart that tops was going to be plugged.
Game shot in the third
And
leg.
even
Philip Van
when
Hasse.
he's 2-1 down, I'm starting to see more impressive darts from Van Hasse at any point this week. This is a big ask to save the match.
Big ask at any time, isn't it?
It is. You get the feeling that the game is out of his reach. Because Borland's hit
100.
3 doubles from 4
Will he
attempts in this
require
game.
20?
One left.
No
I had
score.
to hold my breath. I didn't know if it was in or not. And it
Philip,
wasn't.
you require 40.
I don't know how it wasn't. The tops keep the match alive, and that's not bad. You can work
Game
off
shot in
that,
the
and
fifth leg.
does.
Philip Van Hasse.
Only a 20 darter, so 3 match darts for Willie Borland. We didn't expect him to miss. in the
Will he
previous
require
leg.
70?
It's going to go 18s for this. Going to guarantee 1 dart at double 16.
38.
And he pushes the wire a little bit.
Philip,
Give
you
Philip
require
one more
92.
chance to save the match here in leg 6.
Can't get rid of him, can he? Ooh, trouble 17. No, that should be just about it, Nico.
38.
It should be. And it
Game,
is.
Shot. And a
Big
match,
2 points
Willie
for Willie
Borland.
Borland. He goes to 6 now, alongside Scott Baker. How long have he got? Black. Red.
With a different light.
96.
They're all different shapes.
Yep.
3 different shapes. This is a new thing for me. They were like dart flights with a perm.
'92.
Excellent darts from Painter,
PT
has to be
requires
said.
74.
74 for Hudson. It's for a break of throw. Superb.
Game shot on the third leg. Peter Hudson.
Like you say, we don't necessarily count. We do a lot of this off
46.
memory and familiarity. It becomes routine.
Which rhymes with the Canadian for cheesy chips.
40.
Poutine.
Kevin, you require 40.
I'm just trying to make you feel hungry.
I thought that was an Irish
Game shot on the
spirit.
fifth leg. Kevin
That's
Painter.
poutine. And that was a beauty. That double top was so pretty. Just
Could have been a lot worse.
give this some force. Don't leave it short. And he doesn't. He splits the two with a beauty.
171.
That really was a wonderful, wonderful shot. Nice respect there from Peter.
And he should be trying to do the same, Nico, to leave. Oh. Okay. Old school darts from Hudson.
100. Kevin,
When he
you
hit a
require
155
81.
yesterday to finish a leg, he gave us the I don't know emoji. Does he get a win?
69.
If this 103 goes in, he's going to feel like
PT require
it's Tuesday all over
103.
again. Oh, no, it was Monday. I do beg your pardon. Oh, hold on to your hats. Not again. And Painter can't
You
look.
can't. You can't.
It's double 16. He's done it
Game,
again.
Shot. And the match, Peter Hudson.
And I think that ironic smile from Kevin Painter just tells you the story. He's lost 4-3 for the third consecutive game. And Painter did have 2 darts at the double 12 for the match. Baker is back at it though.
100.
Under 100 after 9. And be warned, Prakash, be warned.
41. Scott, you require
Well,
81.
you'll be pleased to know that I've decided as
Game shot on the
Baker,
second leg. Scott Baker.
what a response. An 11 dart break back. The cricket was invented in Kent somewhere, I think.
Third leg is Scott to throw first.
I've
Game
just-
on.
And I'm going with it.
Okay, you and Henry can have that argument.
180.
Baker. Stop it, Scott.
Game.
Well, Prakash thinks he's finished.
64.
He was wrong.
Prakash, you require
First darts
40.
he's missed. Add a double. Tops for Prakash.
Go left and low.
No
I
score.
don't know how he got that under there.
Scott, you require 4.
Scott Baker's not just brilliant, he's also getting some fortune. Double 1.
Game.
And he
shot.
doesn't miss that
and the
one.
match, Scott
Gets over the
Baker.
line, and the average does dip under the 3-figure level, but he's still in that mid-90s range, which he's been at most of the day.
A comparison like that, I certainly never have.
He got that pretty quick as well. That would have taken me 2 or 3 hours
95.
to do that. Don't say we don't give you anything new here at the Motor Super Series. You may never get that again. In fact, you might get it in this game because he's got 3 odd flights again.
140.
Yeah, we won't
Kevin, you
ask him
require
to do it again.
54.
No, I'm going to need, if it continues, I'm going to need an overall.
Well, we want a bigger sample, don't we,
Yeah,
Nico?
sample size. This is science here at the Super
44.
Series.
Philip, you require
Oh,
127.
don't do it to him. Honestly, I can't take the facial expressions if you hit this. Double
79.
5 is nobody's favourite double.
Kevin,
Apart
you
from maybe
require
get him in
10.
price, because he won a world title on it.
Game shot in the
There
first
we go.
leg. Kevin Painter.
The other.
Yeah, 10 or 12, isn't it, for position 2?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time that people would be split by leg difference. Even just the one leg.
171. Philip, you require
Happened before.
121.
Now, Painter with that 171 downstairs. It's not the first time he's done that today.
Well, they've been separated by the legs 1.
57. Kevin, you require 118.
He's not going to start on 19s. He's not going to need double 19.
Game shot in the fourth leg.
Wonderful
Kevin
12
Painter.
darter. And that red flight was only thrown 4 times
Fifth leg is Kevin
in
to
that
throw
leg.
first.
Talking about a player who
140.
has sought professional mental help as far as a sports psychologist is concerned, just to try and get a little bit more from himself. And he's never shied away from trying new things.
100.
Oh, he's one of the players that I have to admire because he wringed every last bit of talent out of himself in his career. Literally, if there was
55.
100%
Kevin,
available,
you
he's
require
got
40.
100% out.
Well, he hasn't got 100% of wins today, but he might have a win. And does
Game
have a win.
shot. And a match.
4
Kevin
legs to 1 to
Painter.
Painter, and it feels very much like Monday because he saves his solitary win for game number 5. He's not out of...
Require
John
92.
Henderson's told me about that before.
I've been as far up as Wick and to the
52.
Shetlands and the Orkneys.
I love Shetland. It's such a beautiful place.
Have you done an exhibition up there?
Yeah, I've been there 3 times. One time I went there with Terry Jenkins and we just went for a walk.
87.
We didn't even
Will he
talk for
require
20 minutes.
40?
We get along, don't get me wrong, but it was so beautiful. There was just no words.
Game shot in the second leg.
That's a nice thing as
Willie
well.
Borland.
It's 21 dart leg, but we don't give you bonus points for averages.
Prakash, you
That's
require
5
20.
match darts missed.
Yeah, I don't like the breakdown from there because I personally wouldn't like the double 9.
10.
Well, gets another opportunity.
Willie, you require 18.
Feels like deja vu on double 9. Different result. 7 darts for the match missed.
Prakash, you require 10.
How many lifelines do you need, Prakash? He's not missing by small margins.
8.
He's missing by massive margins.
Willie,
He's
you require
lost
8.
his feel.
Game shot.
He's lost the
And a
match as well because
Willie
Borland
Borland.
has gone to 8 points by hook or by crook.
The meat on the bone was the dart in the 20. Trouble 19 leaves ball.
There is that 319 bed.
101.
Weirdly, I think Scott was
you
watching the
require
monitor.
20.
I don't think he was watching the board.
No barbecue sauce
Game
there. It
shot
was
in the
more
second
pesto,
leg.
wasn't
Scott
it?
Baker.
Stops after 12. Will he get a go? He's threatened it a couple of times this week. Oh,
134.
Someone's going to get one.
Scott, you require 40.
let's save it for finals night.
Baker's looking for another red for another 1.
Game shot in the
Loves
fourth
double
leg.
10.
Scott
2-2
Baker.
we go.
Painter, Gasse and Jiwa not out of it, but they'd have to have some
89.
permutations go their way. For me, this group is about this man, Borland and Hudson.
99. PT require
Only
32.
2 spots available. The top 2 go through and join Christian Kist on Saturday night
Game shot.
as Peter
And a match.
Hudson
Peter
produces
Hudson.
a brilliant 14 dart leg.